welcome. Please, take your time.
In the name of honor. I will be the one to carry on my brother's dreams. All units, attack! Master Asakura, I leave you to defend the rear.
Sometimes, a few good words can save a lot of lives. Nene, will you go and convince the Asakura to join us?
No problem, honey. I can be real persuasive.
Hate to spoil the party, but you won't be getting past here.
We cannot strike them head on. Therefore, we must find a way to surprise them. In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
You're even greater than I imagined.
We have to secure our main camp's safety. Occupy the western garrison.
I'll do what...
Take the eastern garrison. Then we shall overcome their forces at Mount Tenji.
I be your opponent.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
A splendid show of force.
Now, we will break the combined forces of the Azai and the Sakura.
I be your opponent.
You think...
One must adhere to one's beliefs.
Lord Nagamasa, you're my hero.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
You're even greater than I imagined.
I'll be...
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Lord Nagamasa, you're my hero.
I dare you to try to take my head.
In battle, One must adhere to one's beliefs.
An exemplary warrior.
Look out! Here I come!
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Lord Nagamasa, you're my hero.
Even the bravest of opponents is no match for righteousness.
Okay. Shall we do some marching then?
Oichi.
Lord Nagamasa, I know that both honor and love are important to you.
I shall be your opponent.
Look out! Here I come!
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Such prowess in combat.
Good! We won't have to worry about the main camp now. One must adhere to one's beliefs.
An exemplary warrior. Can't take much more of this. I shall be your opponent. Thank you. I shall not forget this.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Lord Nagamasa, you're my hero.
Their defenses are light here. All units, tear down that gate.
Not disappointed! In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Such prowess in combat.
Ah! How did they get in here? Nagamasa, this is the end for you. Wait, I haven't.
Hidemitsu, Nobuharu, strike the western garrison. Seize control of all the garrisons.
Attack the Asakura camp and isolate the Azai!
So, Shibata and his men have joined the enemy as well.
We shall take the Azai main camp.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Lord Nagamasa, you're my hero.
Enemies at the main camp. Send reinforcements.
Do not disappoint me!
Uh-oh, this doesn't look so good.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
A splendid show of force.
Lord Nagamasa, you came for me.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
You're even greater than I imagined.
Don't lose track of honor or love.
Even the bravest of opponents is no match for righteousness.
I need help! Now!
Oichi cares deeply for her brother. That includes both me and Nobunaga. But ultimately, she chose to fight by my side, against her own brother. If I am ever to repay that sacrifice, I can only do it by giving her the entire land.
Only Lord Nobunaga is fit to rule this land.
I will finish the conquest begun by my brother. Everyone now! My soul in battle. One must adhere to one's beliefs.
An exemplary warrior. So this is where I die. No matter. I needn't live in a world without my lord.
Oichi, never once have I felt abandoned by you. Your support has always been there. If you could only know how much that meant to me. You inspire me to be a great man. The kind of man worthy of your love.
If Oichi believes in you, then I am sure you are a capable man. However, you have yet to prove your superiority to me. You've cut me down.
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Lord Nagamasa, you're my hero.
Can't take much more of this. Not bad. Please, look after Lady Oichi. If you hurt her, I will haunt you.
Do not disappoint me! But Oichi wanted more than anything. Was for her brother and I to fight for the same cause, the same side. Now that can never be. But at least I can carry on her brother's fight. In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
An exemplary warrior.
Uh-oh, this doesn't look so good.
Master Nagamasa, You are not the only one who desires to control this land.
That may be so, but I am the only one who can lead it honorably.
Can't take much more!
In battle, one must adhere to one's beliefs.
Nagamasa rules Japan! Didn't see that coming!
Oichi, I may not have been able to do as you wished, but we can still realize Lord Nobunaga's ambition together. Our faith is what led us to victory today.